Hey guys, well, as usual, it's early summer here in Maine, and we have fog at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's right, fog. Here in Maine, it's really common this time of year to end up with it rolling in and staying in for at least a couple of days. Probably the reason why they call it New England. But we're heading up through. We're gonna go grab 2 tractors today. We recently got our 1976 camper redone with a full deck and everything on it. So we're gonna be able to haul multiple tractors at once. And I got the little snot bucket here. Unfortunately, he's been sick and every once in a while makes bubbles out his nose. And we got Don back here. He's just kind of irritating. We put up with him. Have fun, guys. Hey guys, well basically Adada and I are sitting here and we decided to check the weather report, and this is what we ended up with. That's Maine, where I live. So unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have some time before me and the older boy, Don, can get a chance to go and take a look at those tractors. Hopefully I'll be able to get a chance to take a look at them and finish the rest of this video in the next couple of days. But for now, I'm going to sit and watch some T-Man's go-karts. Because we all need go-karts. Alright guys, so after checking on the weather report, it looks like it's going to be really crummy wet weather for at least the next 3 or 4 days. So unfortunately, all you prissy people that want really high quality video, you probably ought to click out now, because it's going to be an up close in my shop on a rainy dreary day review on the Murray, and then on the Craftsman GT6000 I'll take a look at that tomorrow, because that one's actually worth something, and we'll see what I ended up picking up there. So on to the Murray. I got it for 75 bucks. Okay, it's just a regular basic Murray. 12.5. Headlights have been disconnected, and yep, 40-inch cutting deck. Why is there a muffler there? Well, I'll show you. Because there is none there. And the top to the carburetor is off because of the fact I was trying to see if it would kick over like the guy said it would. It actually does run, but for some reason it has 3 motor mount bolts that are seared off underneath. So when I brought it home, this one was actually the only thing holding it on. It does have a brand spanking new starter on it, so that makes me happy. Has had some wiring replaced, and it has a 5-speed, which actually I'll post up a picture. It's actually a Peerless 205. I was really surprised about that. And it does have the nice Murray gel seats, the ones that don't seem to crack out because of the fact they're made out of rubber. So, what's wrong with it? Well, the guy was starting it by using jumpers, and the reason being is because the solenoid is dead. So why didn't he just replace the solenoid? Well, because unlike a Craftsman, which would have had a solenoid in a nice, easy to get to place, this is a Murray. Let me grab a light. Therefore, because it's a Murray, it has to be in some retarded location, like over there. In underneath everything. And my first thought was, wow, it's over there. I wonder if Murray was smart and made a hatch like a Craftsman would have. No hatch? Hatch! Excellent. So, apparently, just because he didn't feel like removing 2 bolts, he's had to jump it. Oh well. So moving on. So, running engine, shifts, transmission works. Why in the world is it that I ended up with it for $75? Well, the answer to that is every time that the deck is engaged, he fries a belt off. And the deck also is currently on its highest height setting. But yet, it's lowrider on my floor right now. So I'm gonna winch this thing up, and the engine does run, and it needed a muffler. So for all you Lawn Chief supporters, here is what's left of the Lawn Chief engine that's going to live on in the form of a Murray. Unfortunately, the carburetor for that engine just plain will not come loose, and I haven't found one yet, and the flywheel was a big pain. I'm just going to let it die. So, we'll live on in a Murray. Alright, so what was up with the deck not engaging and burning off belts? Well, I got a feeling this piece of rope here probably has something to do with that story. And the fact that it's wound really tightly around this spindle. So, as a result, that does not move. And since this one has been sitting, it does not move. So we're going to have to tear spindles down, pop them out through the top, and then see whether they're salvageable. And we'll impact this on just to make sure that it stays till the new blades come in. There we go. I just got to do the other side the same way. Hi, and I apologize yet again for being in the cramped shop, but the other side of this purchase for $75 was a GT6000. Has some front end damage. The headlights have been smashed out at some point, but the lens still half sits in there. It is a 18 horsepower twin Kohler, Craftsman 2. Inside, Kohler Magnum. Came with free battery. Unfortunately, it's a dead doornail, so I swapped in my spare in order to test it. And it has a hydromatic drive in it, which has huge rims. With full-size 1-inch axles, along with the holes for mounting weights. In really good shape. The tires are totally solid. They hold air. The front tires are in really good shape. Hold air. 44-inch mowing deck. In really good shape. Still has paint on it. No rust holes. So, how come I ended up with it? Well, let's see if you can hear this. So basically it has a solenoid that's definitely fried, and then if you jump the starter, which is right here, and you jump it across that terminal, unfortunately that starter is not engaging its gear. So we're going to tear the top off and pull that starter out and see if we can grease the engagement gear and see what happens after that. So there we go. We re-greased it. Now it kicks over. The solenoid actually came loose after I tapped it a couple of times, and then I unbolted its ground, cleaned it up, and then re-bolted it in. So at this point, it's just a matter of pulling the electronic clutch underneath and cleaning it all up, re-greasing it, and putting it back together. And I'm going to mow my lawn with this thing, and then I'm going to send it out the door. Well, guys, basically, I got to move on, and I got to get this LT4000 restored back to not having the ghetto muffler. But as far as the GT6000 goes, I lifted up the front end, double checked, and the clutch is engaging perfectly fine. Yet again, it has a locked up spindle. So really cool. You know, $25 spindle to replace is a heck of a lot better than a $200 electric clutch. So that's pretty straightforward, so I'm not going to bother adding that to the video. Otherwise than that, guys, have fun, keep flipping them.